We're sitting together on Barbara Jean Moreau's back porch in Austin, cicadas humming, and she finally decided to tell the whole damn thing. You ever had a moment where your heart just stopped? Not the romantic kind. The kind where something inside you dies quiet, polite, and permanent. That was me. Barbara Jean Moreau, 70 years old, on March 12th, 2024. I'd been planning my birthday party for 14 months. Booked the grand ballroom at the Woodlands Resort. Hired the same band that played my wedding reception in 1976. Sent out 120 cream-colored invitations with gold foil real foil. Not that fake metallic stuff from Hobby Lobby. Catered Gulf shrimp the size of your thumb, prime rib carved to order. A 5-tier vanilla almond cake with buttercream roses. Elle even bought a new dress champagne silk chiffon off the shoulder. Made me feel like Grace Kelly if Grace Kelly had been raised in Beaumont, Texas, and still said, "Yes, ma'am," out of habit. I did it big because I only have one child. Hunter James Moreau, 38 years old, corporate lawyer. Married to Madison Grace, used to be Madison Grace Thibodeau, before she decided Thibodeau didn't test well with focus groups. They live in a 6,000 square foot modern farmhouse in Carlton Woods that I helped buy with the oil money my husband Ray left me when the cancer took him in 2019. Paid for Hunter's undergrad at Rice, his law school at UT. The down payment on that house, Madison's Range Rover. The marble countertops she just had to have after she saw them on some influencer stories. I never asked for a thank you note, just wanted to be part of their lives. So when the RSVP cards came back and Hunter and Madison checked the box for 12L was over the moon. I moved heaven and earth to get them the big corner table by the dance floor. The night of the party came, stood at the door in that champagne dress, hugging cousins I hadn't seen since Ray's funeral, kissing cheeks, laughing till my jaws hurt. 8 o'clock came and went. 8:30. 9. I kept checking my phone like a teenager waiting on a boy. Finally, at 9:17, a text from Madison. "Mom, we're so sorry, we can't make it tonight. My friend Sloan is soft launching her new Rosé brand at a rooftop in Houston, and it's honestly a huge networking opportunity for Hunter. Some moments are bigger than family. Please understand. Love you." I read it 3 times in front of the ice sculpture that was already starting to look like it had a drinking problem. Then I did what any good Southern woman does. I smiled, told the room, "Oh, the kids got held up with work, bless their hearts," and went to the ladies' room and threw up shrimp étouffée until I saw stars. The party went on. People danced. My cousin Darlene got drunk and told everybody Ray was watching from heaven, proud as punch. I smiled until my face froze that way. But something inside me cracked wide open that night. 2 weeks later, I called a realtor. Elle listed the 6-bedroom on Wood Duck Lane I'd lived in for 34 years. The one with the swing on the porch where Ray and Elle used to watch thunderstorms roll in. I priced it low. Cash offers only. Sold in 9 days to a doctor from Memorial Hermann who wanted it for his parents. Elle took every dime, $2.8 million after commission, and set up a scholarship in Ray's name at Beaumont ISD for kids who lost a parent. Full ride, books, housing, the works. Then I bought a little bungalow in Clarksville, Austin, walking distance to Mozart's Coffee and the Greenbelt. Painted the front door turquoise because Madison always said turquoise was tacky. I didn't tell a soul where I was going, just left. It took them 4 months to figure out I was really gone. Hunter showed up at the old house one Sunday after brunch. Hungover, wanting to borrow the lake house keys for Labor Day, found strangers unloading a U-Haul. That's when the texts turned ugly. The calls at 2 a.m., the private investigators, the Facebook posts about their missing mother who's clearly having a senior moment. Then came the big one, October 2024. They filed an emergency petition in Montgomery County Probate Court, claimed Elle had rapid onset dementia, sold my home under suspicious circumstances, was the victim of undue influence by unknown parties, and needed an immediate guardian of person and estate. They wanted everything frozen. They wanted me dragged back to the woodlands for evaluation. Most women my age would have been terrified. Elle laughed so hard I had to sit down on my new kitchen floor and hug my dog, Blue, a blue heeler mix Elle adopted the day I moved to Austin. I called the best probate litigator in Texas, Rebecca Suarez, 5'2", Tejano, sharper than a serpent's tooth and twice as poisonous when you mess with her clients. Hourly rate could buy a small ranch. Said, "Sugar, I've been saving for this fight my whole life. Let's dance." The hearing was set for February 14th, 2025, Valentine's Day. How poetic. The courtroom looked like a Real Housewives reunion. Half my garden club drove down from the woodlands in a church van wearing Sunday hats just to watch the fireworks. Hunter wore the same navy suit he wore to Ray's funeral. Madison wore black Chanel and a single strand of pearls like she was auditioning for The Widow. Their lawyer spent 45 minutes talking about how I'd abandoned my family, isolated myself, made irrational financial decisions, and refused reasonable psychiatric evaluation. Then Rebecca stood up, smooth as bourbon. She put the first slide on the screen. My birthday invitation, gold foil. Next slide. Madison's text. Some moments are bigger than family. Next slide, bank statements showing $1.87 million transferred to Hunter and Madison over 15 years. Next slide, Madison's Instagram story from the Rose launch. A selfie with the caption, "Prioritizing brand deals over blood sorry, not sorry, Chasuk's boss babe." Next slide, my new scholarship recipients. 12 Beaumont seniors holding giant checks with Ray's smiling face on them. Then she called me to the stand. I walked up there in a red wool coat because red is the color of war in the South. When you're done being polite. I told the truth slow and clear. About the nights Elle ate Campbell's soup so they could have steak. About paying for law school tuition while I clipped coupons. About standing in an empty ballroom in a dress that cost more than most people's rent. Waiting for my only child to show up. And Elle told them about the moment I decided love shouldn't feel like foreclosure. Looked straight at Hunter when I said the last part. You taught me some moments are bigger than family. Well, baby, this is one of those moments for me. The judge, a woman who looked like she'd heard every lie in Texas and was fresh out of patience, didn't even recess. Petition denied. The court finds this action frivolous and in bad faith. Petitioners are ordered to pay Mrs. Moreau's legal fees, $194,000 within 30 days. Mrs. Moreau, you're free to live every remaining day exactly as you please. Madison started screaming that it wasn't fair. Hunter just stared at the floor like someone had pulled his spine out through his mouth. I walked out of that courthouse into the February sunshine, took the biggest breath I'd had in years, and drove straight to Mozart's for an iced coffee and a slice of tiramisu the size of a hubcap. That night, I sat on my new porch swing in Austin Blue's head in my lap and opened a letter that had been forwarded from the old address. Inside was the Christmas card they never sent. Photo of Hunter, Madison, and their Labradoodle in matching Patagonia vests. On the back, Madison had written in Sharpie, "We miss you, Mom. Hope you're feeling better soon." I let Blue chew it up and spit it in the yard. 6 months later, the scholarship kids graduated. 12 of them on that stage, holding their diplomas, crying because somebody finally bet on them the way Elle used to bet on the wrong people. Elle was in the front row, wearing the champagne dress I never got to wear to my party. It still fit. And when they called Ray's name for the dedication, I stood up and took a bow, while the whole auditorium gave me a standing ovation that lasted so long, security thought it was never going to end. That was the party I'd been waiting for my whole life. Sometimes the family you pour everything into lets you down, but every now and then, the family you accidentally build by finally choosing yourself, they show up in ways you never dared dream. So here's to 71. Here's to turquoise doors and rescue dogs and scholarship kids who call me Mama Barb. Here's to eating dessert first and never waiting on anybody who can't bother to show up on time. And here's to the birthday that broke me because it was the night I finally learned how to put myself back together. One paid in full, no regrets, louder than thunder piece at a time. Now, if you'll excuse me, the tiramisu is getting warm, and I've got a porch swing with my name on it. If you liked my story, you can support me by making a donation so I can write more stories. Thank you in advance. And you, what would you do in this person's place? I would love to hear your opinion, so please share it with me in the comments. I'm always curious about what you all think, and also write me where you heard this story. For more life stories like this, like the video and subscribe to my channel. There are many other stories waiting for you. With heartfelt greetings, Elizabeth Queen.